It's all yours, baby.
Okay, so there's a story that I've been seeing everywhere. It's funny because my Instagram feed is broken up into a lot of Australian people, a lot of Americans. It's not often that I see an Australian story that starts getting shared
Right.
in America internationally. But the other night you were watching the football, and there was a boy who ran out with the team and gave the ball to the umpire.
Yeah,
and this
Quaden
kind of thing.
Bayles. Yep.
Yeah, and you and Mum were sort of telling me a bit about him.
Why he was there. Yep.
Yeah, it's a interesting story, sad story. But then the next day, it's everywhere saying that he's the scam. He's scamming people.
Yeah.
Meet the boy who's scammed all this money.
Yeah. When he didn't, it's not true. It's just another lie on the internet. But the background is that his mother, who loves this child dearly, he's 9 years of age. He suffers dwarfism, called achondroplasia dwarfism, which is apparently the most common form. Very little boy, tiny boy. He is also Aboriginal, so he suffers discrimination, and also he is discriminated against, and also has racist remarks thrown at him. He's had it all his life.
Right.
So all his life he's had this bullying at school. So the other day, Mum shot a video of him in tears. He was so shattered, this little boy. He was crying and pleading with his mother to give him a knife. He wanted to kill himself. He's been so desperate in the past that at the age of 6, she found him in his bedroom trying to kill himself because of the racism and discrimination that he faced.
That's awful. Wow.
Just horrendous. But the mum stuck up for him, and the video went online and just caused just instant response. Hugh Jackman responded by giving his support. Other people have jumped in, and there's Cardi B was another celebrity who jumped in and helped, and comedian Brad Williams has started a fund for him.
Right. And then I guess, was this before this? Because it seems like there was this rumour around that the rumour is that he's older, right, than he says he is, and he's doing all this for money.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly where Hugh Jackman and others came in, perhaps after seeing the video or hearing about the video and then seeing it. But the support has been overwhelming because then, as you say, the trolls started to come in, and the scammers set up pages saying that, and going on Twitter saying, "I'm the mother and we need money, send it to this address," trying to scam them. There's only one address that the family will approve, and that is a dwarfism website, which I've got here somewhere. What is it called? It's called, by the way, the fundraiser's up to $500,000. They want to take him over to Disneyland.
Yeah, great. Cool.
And give him a good time, and the rest of the money, when it's left over, will go to worthwhile causes within the dwarfism community. Stand Tall for Dwarfism is the only site. But after all this publicity, that website's now been taken down. So there's a lot, it's had
Why has it been taken down?
We don't know. Terrible impact on the whole situation. But it's a lot of gutless people and scammers who just want to get in on the act and tell lies about this little kid who's just struggling to stay afloat.
I think part of it is, and seeing a lot of people saying the kid or the adult who's scamming people saying he's a kid, it's really clickbaity because the story in itself is this story about a kid who's being bullied, and then a bunch of people kind of come together and help out. That's a great story, but it's not quite as clickable as he's pretending to be someone he's not and taking advantage. Yes. And on the internet, some stuff like that just seems to take off. Yeah.
Apparently, one lady, I believe, started the post and put in all these false claims, but she's apparently shut down her website. But others, her post, but others have set up doing the same sort of things. But it just seems to me that today, given the internet, you can lie to your heart's content. And the sad part of it to me is that leaders like President Trump in the US, well, he tells lies all the time. Now, I'm not getting political about this. You can have whatever politics you like. But the man lies constantly, and it seems to me that a lot of people think, well, lying's not so bad these days. You can get away with that. It's okay. They forgive him for so many things, including lying. And now you have people who go online and just lie away, and they can do it with complete immunity, because no one knows
Yeah.
who they really are. They can tell any lie they like, and they hurt people. They've got to stop and think that sometimes somebody might hurt your family. How are you going to feel then? I bet you're the sort of person who'd be the first to run to the cops for help if someone invaded your privacy or invaded your family and hurt them. And that's what you've got to stop and think about.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I saw, and I feel like part of the meme quality that this has ended up having is from some of these Instagram pictures where he's flexing on the gram. He looks great. I saw someone saying he should release a trap song or something. But yeah, here he's got his Gucci hat, he's got his Gucci sweater. It's looking great. And I think in some way, I do things online. Sometimes I hold up cash and stuff because I think it looks cool in the picture, and people love using those kind of things that you put on your social media as a fun thing, as sort of this.
But apparently he did one once with money, and now they're saying, oh, he's got all his money, he's a rich man. He's actually an 18-year-old or 19-year-old or something. Yeah.
I mean, I show off cash online, and it's the rent money. I don't have a lot of money, but you before you go to the bank and pay your rent, you hold it up like that's your pocket cash.
So somebody online's a photo of him from way back in the past, celebrating at a party, an 18th birthday party, and the number 18, the letters 18 were there, showing it's the 18th birthday. It wasn't his birthday party. Okay. It was some kid's birthday party he was at, so they presume, oh, he must be 18, he must be telling lies. This is a scam. It's not. The poor kid, they've been through enough.
Yeah, it's crazy that it would suddenly become this international thing where everyone's saying it's a scam, and it's crazy.
It used to be, I worked in television for a long time and did television shows, and people would call up after a show and either say what a terrific show you did, or they'd bring up and abuse you for something, or an opinion you gave, or a story they didn't like.
Right.
And it was never easy to take. I hated it, actually. But they did that to your face. They were prepared to ring up and say it. And then in came the internet and emails.
Yep.
And so then they could, with complete immunity and anonymity, right away to their heart's content, using some pseudonym, calling you every name under the book and your family, and get away with it because they don't have to respond. But at least the people on the phone will have the guts to stand up to you and say it to your face. But these days, cowards can hide behind their computers and say whatever they like and do as much damage as they like, because their miserable lives are not satisfying them, so they've got to make other people feel miserable.
I've never understood, because sometimes you see things online that, I don't know, I guess you wouldn't be a fan of, you know what I mean? So you don't follow it, you don't pay too much attention to it. But the idea of going on there and saying, oh, I don't like you, or you're a bad person, or something like that is, I don't understand that as much.
Yeah.
I think it's a certain type of person, and I don't know who they are, but there seems to be quite a few of them. And
so much debate today is not so much about the issues, but attacking the individual to drag them down. It becomes personal rather than, look, my argument is this, so I don't accept yours, and debate it out. But they'll just attack the individual for the colour of their hair, or in this case, the colour of this boy's skin, and the illness he has, the dwarfism that he carries with him on a daily basis. So, you know what? Yeah. I'd like people to tell us what they think. You know, there's an address at the bottom of the page. You can send at the bottom of the screen. Tell us what you think. Give us your thoughts on this. You may not share our views. That's fine. Love to hear from you. You're entitled to your say. Just give us your real name if you want to. Or if you're a coward, don't, because you probably do that a lot.
Yep. All right. Good stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, nice. Mate. All right. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's hope this kid gets a break in life. And by the way, he led out the football team the other night. It was an indigenous football team.
Yep.
They saw what happened with this video, and one of the players, Latrell Mitchell, who's a great player, called up and said, look, we'd like you to come and lead our team out. They were playing a Maori team from New Zealand in a big game, which was a fantastic football match.
Yep, yep.
And he led the team out with the football, and he was just lovable. He just had a beautiful personality, and the crowd just absolutely loved him. The footballers looked after him, and a lot of people today are still dipping in to make sure that he has a pretty exciting life for the next few months and maybe beyond that. Let's hope some of that funds goes to continue to support him and others who find themselves in that same situation. So maybe some good can come out of this.
I think so, yeah.